Yeah. And because you know, like normally when people grow up or move to another country at such a young age,
Yeah.
the tendency is to kind of lose their culture a little bit. So it's good to hear that it's still something that's very much alive in
For sure.
And this actually isn't your first time performing in the Philippines. You did come here back in 2023.
Yes, that's right.
Right? So can you tell me a little bit about that? Like how was your homecoming concert in the Philippines before?
Oh,
Yeah.
man, like, that was electric that night. So yeah, we had the show at SMO or Samsung Hall.
Right.
And I was really nervous, high key, because never performed in the Philippines. Really, I wasn't doing music when I was in the Philippines. But yeah, that night was just so special because family came as well. They saw me perform for the first time, and the crowd was just amazing. Like the amount of love, and man, they were just the loudest crowd out of all the Asian countries that I ever did that time. So.
Well, that's definitely something we Filipinos are very proud of, right? Like, if an artist comes here, it's 100% like a concert of the artist and
yes, exactly.
the concert goers. Um, well, Samsung Hall, that was amazing, but yesterday it was a bigger crowd, a bigger space, plus 6-3 festival. I'm sure you must be exhausted coming from there, but can you tell me a little bit about the concert last night? How was it like? Is there any like most memorable moment from last night?
Yeah, the whole thing for me was definitely a memorable time. First festival in the Philippines, and yeah, like I'm really grateful, we were able to do it, and honored that they got me out back here in Manila. The fans, man, I love the fans. The energy was amazing. I think, yeah, like the most special moment for me, part of the show was like doing the cover of that Filipino song, Hinahanap-hanap Kita.
Right.
I feel like I love seeing OPM stuff, karaoke and stuff like that. So, yeah, that's kind of like my favorite part last night.
My favorite clothes.
My favorite clothes. Yeah.
Well, a lot of people, I can see people, like the guests, our visitors here saying like, yup, that was amazing.
Thank you so much.
And that's something we hope to see more.
For sure.
Yeah, in the
definitely.
future. And we know that you've also had a very strong emotional connection with your music. But Lucky 7, this EP of yours, it just feels so much more personal. What made you feel like you were ready to open up even more in this new way this time?
I think during the time I was making Lucky 7, I was really going through a lot of personal growth, as an artist and as well as a person. Moving to LA in 2019, staying there for 4 years, there was a lot of like things that I had to learn, and roller coaster type life. So Lucky 7 is basically kind of like a summary of those experiences, and I called it Lucky 7 because I made a lot of those songs when I was staying in this unit number 7 in Studio City. So
okay.
I was also seeing a lot of 7s during that time, and I was like, that's kind of like, it's all connecting, and the Lucky 7 is also about taking risks, making a bet on myself, and just taking that leap of chasing your dream
Right.
overseas. Hopefully it's like an album that inspires other artists to do the same thing, and just be, sometimes you just gotta take that leap.
Yeah. You already took a leap when you were 12, moving to
100%.
Melbourne, right?
Yeah.
But then you took another one from Melbourne to LA. Was there like a particular moment where you were like, okay, I gotta do this?
Yeah, for sure. I think it's just, like when I started, when the music started, building up and getting more recognition overseas, I saw the opportunity of, getting signed to Warner in the US. So I took it, and, it wasn't always like easy, but I'm proud that I did that for myself, and yeah, like that experience really really made me the person I am now, the artist I am now. So
Yeah, and it really is scary
it is, yeah,
to take that leap, right?
100%.
Especially when you don't really know what awaits you.
Yeah, but also, it's beautiful because you get to know yourself more as well, and you find out what you're really made of. So
Wow. That's something like I feel like I needed to hear, and I feel like a lot of the monsters would really like is some like that's something that they needed to hear too. But my question is for those people who are like about to take a leap but they're still thinking about it because they're scared.
right.
You've done it twice, more than twice, right? What advice would you give them?
Mm. I mean, first of all, if you love doing something, like for me, music was always like my first love, so I told myself nothing is gonna stop me from pursuing that dream. So if you're really passionate about something, you just kind of like, you just gotta do it. Um, there's always gonna be like bumps along the way, but it's part of the process, and it only make you stronger. So yeah, if you're thinking about taking that lead, you got just do it. You got nothing to lose. I mean, life is short. You gotta try everything while you're here in this world, and yeah, just enjoy the process.
That's true. That's that's true. I agree with that. Now you did mention like earlier that when you were here in the Philippines, you weren't really doing music.
Yes.
Yeah, and but I do know that your dad would bring home instruments,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And that's how you got your first guitar.
First guitar.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, what was it, or like, how did you discover like, okay, music is my passion?
So I think I was maybe around like fourth grade, maybe third grade, elementary. My cousins would always be playing the guitar, singing like Filipino songs, and I've always been like interested in learning those songs. I'm like, I kind of want to play guitar and do that. Yeah, fast forward into moving to Australia. My dad was kind of like part of this church's music band, and he got me playing the guitar for my church, and yeah, that's kind of like where I developed the love for music even more. And I think around 2015, maybe I was in like year 10, year 11. I was watching a lot of like YouTube covers,
Right.
because I was trying to learn the songs on the guitar, and my dad was like, "Oh, you should try singing, and just see how you feel." I did like a cover of Payphone, I remember, by Maroon 5. It was horrible. I deleted it. Hopefully no one's downloaded that video, because I never want to see it again. But yeah, no, I fell in love with the process of just, creating covers and doing music, and it just felt like it was this hobby that was becoming like an addiction. And then yeah, people started saying like, you should start writing your own stuff. So 2016, I tried to write my song. First song, it's called Wasted, put it out. Didn't expect anything, but it got really good feedback from like, the streamings and stuff. This was like, like the SoundCloud, Spotify,
Right.
when everything was starting to like kind of build.
Right.
And then it just kept going, man. It just kept going up. Put out a new project, After the Sun, in 2018, and that was kind of the project that really put me on the map as an artist. We did our first show in Melbourne, and it sold out, which was really amazing, because
Right.
I never really expected it, and that was the kind of like the moment for me where it was like, I really want to do this.
Right.
As a career, I want to make music for life. So
And here you are now,
I am now.
performing in front of thousands of people. That is amazing. Congratulations,
Thank you
by
so
the way,
much.
for being able to find what you want to do and for being able to actually do it. And not only are you doing what you love, but you're inspiring people all over the world with your music.
Thank
So
you.
that's amazing. But I'm curious about